Hi, friends. Take two. I just wanted to see if live streaming works better while my tablet is plugged in. Hi, Nicholas. You're first. Uh, yeah, I was losing the connection like crazy when I was outside earlier. So, I don't know. I wonder if the wind could have affected it. I wonder if I was too far away. Heather! And then I felt bad because when I was watching the chat stream later, there were some people on it whose comments I couldn't see as the connection was going in and out. And so they probably think I was ignoring them. Like, Heather, I didn't see that you were on there. So you're probably like, oh, she doesn't even want to talk to me. Hi, John. Dr. Teddy. I almost called you Mr. Teddy. I'm sorry. Dr. Teddy. Hello, Zones Barbecue, aka Mike, right? Your name's Mike? I never did take a nap, but I think I got my second wind, and I'm just gonna try to go to bed early-ish. And it's 8:07 right now, and that's too early for me. Hi, Gretchen. And who else? Hi, Ash. How are you guys doing? I'm not going to be on here for very long, but I thought I would test this out for future live streams. And the lighting isn't very great in here, and eventually someone comes pounding on my door. Oh, I just saw a blip. Is the connection bad for you guys? I don't know if it's my tablet or the Wi-Fi or a problem with the YouTube app. I don't know. Glad it's good for you, Heather. Do you guys like my thumbnail for this video? Do I have enough eyeshadow on? Should I have done more? Hi, John. Okay, glad it's good. Can you hear my son singing in the background? Okay, so we have a couple Johns on here. This might get confusing. Gretchen, did I say hi to you? Yes, I said hi to you. Okay. Okay, so the YouTube app has been acting up. It used to be that my live streams went okay, but lately we lose the connection a lot, so that makes live streams not as fun. So I made my flatbread with the roasted garlic, and now I'm realizing I'm going to be teaching piano tomorrow, smelling like garlic really bad, so maybe I should bring some to my students to immunize them from the smell. Maybe. Do you guys like garlic? Thank you, Heather. In case you missed my video, I went out in public looking like that. Okay, this is a hard name. Okay. Skirt Gold. Skirt. SJ. Hi, SJ. Good morning to you in Sweden. That's cool. I don't know if I've had anyone from Sweden on a live stream before. The connection's breaking up? No. Dr. Teddy says, I was rather excited 2 days ago. I got a call from the IRS, quotes, that there was a pending warrant and I had to call right back a way to resolve the situation. When I called the number back with my phone number blocked, I was informed my call was rejected. Oh, hi, John. How are you doing? How old's your baby now, John? Oh, we have 3 Johns here now. Yeah, when I call IRS scammers, it always says now, call rejected. whether I call from my landline or my crappy little cell phone. So if your phone number is blocked, they'll reject the call. I think they have it set up now, so if they don't recognize the number as being one they actually called, they don't let it through. So they have technology, apparently. Oh, 8 months old. Gretchen says, I got a call the other day from Facebook tech support. Laugh out loud, had a lot of fun with them. Oh, you lucky. So I had a tech support call earlier this week, and they got impatient when I was getting some milk for Sabrina, and it wasn't that long of a wait. And I was telling the guy, hang on, I'm getting some milk for my daughter, but they hung up. Maybe they have a lot of people who have to get milk for their kid. So I find a lot of interesting things on my bed at night. Sabrina comes up here to, where's that? Watch a show. She ate, what? She ate the rest of my macadamia nuts. I'm gonna have to start hiding these. And the other night, I was really tired. I came upstairs, was about to brush my teeth, and there was a block of cheese sitting on my counter that had like bites taken out of it. I had been gone somewhere, so kids are doing some high quality babysitting. I also found 2 lemons in my bed. Nicholas, yeah, I'm always trying to do scam calls, but I either have to wait for them to call me, because usually the IRS scammers just reject my calls now. Just says, call rejected. So, I don't know what the trick is. It looks like some people get through to them, but not me. Lisa says, I keep getting scammers from the United States government from the grants department. Glad you're having fun with them. Heather says she gets hung up on. So usually I get calls from tech support scammers. I just have to make sure I get to the phone on time and that my tablet is close by. I have to make sure my phones are charged and that my tablet is charged and that it has enough space on it at the moment. Yeah, lots of times when I get calls, I'm like running up the stairs to either get the phone or my camera. So John, you find leftover diapers? Yeah, a lot of scammers use Magic Jack, and Magic Jack will actually shut them down if you report the number. Hi, Teresa. How are you doing? Well, thanks, Nicholas. I do have a romance scammer video coming soon. So when I do those, so I used to just take a video of my screen, and then I got the gaming headphones and was able to do screencasts that way, and the picture's a lot more stable that way, and then you can see what the scammer's saying as I read along. So my USB ports are having issues, and I thought it was the headphones. Well, I knew one of the ports was loose, but the other one was working fine, but it wouldn't detect the headphones. So according to my computer, the headphones were having a problem, or the device. So I ordered new headphones, and the good port, or what I thought was the good port, wasn't detecting it. I unplugged the mouse USB and then plugged in the headphones in the back, and the computer detected it that way. But what was really weird was I took this card reader that I bought recently and I put that in the bad port, and it did read that just fine. So I don't understand what's going on, but if I think what I could do, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get um, a USB hub that will go in the back so I can add more things, because I don't want to keep disconnecting my printer and other things in order to make videos. That'll get annoying. But yeah, I'm definitely having some fun with some romance scammers, and my patrons. If you don't know what Patreon is, that's where you can support me for just a $1 a month. So it's just patreon.com/musicIsARainbow. So I'll give little previews as to what's going on with the dialogue. Sometimes I'll post some videos earlier so my patrons can see those early. Um, Sometimes I just blab about life, just talk about stuff that I don't talk about other places. Um, I still have some other videos that I want to share on Patreon. Or I might, a few times I've sung some things and just posted on Patreon, things I'm not ready to share with the entire trolley public. Not that you guys are trolls, but you know, people are mean. I've been flagged. Do you think I've been flagged by the scammers, Heather? Teresa, you're getting Marriott hotel scammers? Okay, SJ says the Nick is in Swedish. I'm a train travel blogger on YouTube who just came across your scam videos. We have different scams in Sweden, but I enjoy your videos. Oh, thanks so much. It's good to meet you. Um, so SJ, I don't know if you saw my video where there was another Swedish person that suggested that I make my last name for a scammer. Realisationsbeskattning or something like that. I'm probably totally saying it wrong. But he was telling me that's the longest word in Swedish, and that it means capital gains tax. So I think it took almost 3 minutes for me to spell my name. You know, they always do that. R as in Roger, E as in this, and so it was a good 3 minutes of just spelling my fake last name. Okay, we'll see you, Nicholas. Thanks for stopping by. Dr. Teddy says, what about the credit card interest payment reduction scammers? Oh yeah, I get calls from them a lot. You should watch the one. You guys, what is the name of the one with the... What did I name that one? So the scammer was obviously the shy variety, and I was putting on the old lady act. And when he said his name was Peter O'Connor, I said, oh, Peter O'Connor? I had a boyfriend named Peter O'Connor once. So once I realized he wasn't the pervert type of scammer, I kind of pushed things a little far, because my friend Brenda was visiting and I was trying to make her burst out laughing, and I can't even describe the joy of watching her run out of the front door trying not to laugh. So that was the one where so that got rather risque for my style. But yeah, it was all for Brenda's benefit. But I told him I have satin sheets. That was pretty wicked of me. Hi, Nate. Is it live? You tell me. Is it live? Hi, Nate. Yes, we're live. Hi, Lisa. A hammer is a... what does that mean? So, then Peter O'Connor, well, I don't want to give away everything, but Peter O'Connor, the scammer, told me he was married with kids. And that just didn't faze me. I was like, oh, bring the whole family. And when your wife isn't looking, we can kiss under the mistletoe. I had way too much fun with that one. My son's still singing, in case you were wondering. So yeah, I mess with the credit card scammers. Um, there was one when I pretended to be an old man and then the old lady, and oh, you guys! Oh my gosh! Okay, so when I put on the old lady act, I'm usually pretending to be this woman named Sylvia, because the previous people who had our phone number before we moved into our house, their names were Roger and Sylvia, and people are constantly calling for them. So I finally had a friend of theirs call saying that they were trying to figure out where they were, and like they had another friend saying that their Christmas card was returned, and I had guessed that they probably were an elderly couple, and finally this guy called. I'm trying to remember his name. I think his name was Guy or something. So he called back later and told me the name of the nursing home that they ended up in. And yesterday, when I went to meet my friends for lunch, I was having a hard time seeing where the restaurant was from, like, while I was driving. I went too far, and I actually found the nursing home that Sylvia's in. So last summer, I found out Roger passed away because another one of their friends called and mentioned that. I don't even remember why they called, but maybe they wanted me to pass it along that Roger passed away. So I'm not positive if Sylvia is still alive or not, but I was like running late, but I just really wanted to stop and go and take a video and go, this is where the Sylvia lives. So maybe I'll have to go back and make a video. And some people have asked, well, have you ever thought about going to visit her? Well, that sounds a little weird and creepy and stalkery, I guess, doesn't it? But we had been here for years, and we were still getting calls like her eye doctor called to confirm her appointment for the next day, and I said, okay, this is not her phone number anymore. Why is she still giving out this number? And I said, when you see her tomorrow, will you please tell her to change her number with everyone? So maybe she has dementia, though. I don't know. But I can tell they probably got ripped off by a lot of people, and that is one of the reasons why I became very passionate about this. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Like, when life gives you a phone number that used to belong to an elderly couple who got ripped off left and right, then, use it to your advantage and start messing with the scammers. You think I should visit her, Heatherette? Hi. Sorry. You guys still there? Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of funny. I have people stop in and go, you should do a video where you do this. And I go, I have done that. People love to give advice on, you should have said this, you should have said that, blah, 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 blah. Like, well, if you watch the rest of my scammer... Sorry. Keep losing the connection again. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I don't know how to make this better. You guys still there? I don't know how to prevent that from happening, but hopefully it gets better. I mean, we don't have problems with our Roku or anything like that as far as our Wi-Fi goes. So, yeah, there was someone who kept suggesting that I do a certain type of video where I pretend to be a certain type of woman, and I'm thinking, is this because you would benefit from that in some sort of pervy way? And so I just ignore him because no, I'm not going to do that. Um, I'm not your, scammer calling hooker. You can't just tell me what to do. I take suggestions, but no, I'm not going to do pervy things with scammers. Thank you very much. Under the guise that it's funny. Oh, Jane, you think I should go too? Um, I'll think about it. I don't really know what to tell the people when I get there. Hi, my name's Sarah, and this woman, Sylvia, used to have our phone number. And now I avenge her name. I don't even know if she can communicate or anything. No clue. Maybe maybe they have a piano there and I could go there and I can sing and say, "Will you invite everyone, including Sylvia, to come out because I would really love to meet Sylvia." Stomp the phone? Hi, David. Thanks for watching my channel. Oh, John, the cleaning caddy. If I showed you my room, you probably think I had not been using cleaning caddy enough. I'm not going to show you my room. My room is embarrassing. Nate, it would be fun to do that, but I'm lucky to get one scammer on the phone right now when I seek them out. So people give me phone numbers, but when I call, it just says call rejected. Hi, Ellen. How are you doing? I was so tired earlier, and now I totally have my second wind, and I don't feel like such an airhead like I did earlier. I'll probably regret saying that. Now I'm going to say something really stupid. Yeah. Oh, John. I don't know if I mentioned this in a video, but the guy who hit on me while I was carrying my cleaning caddy. I'm positive it's the same guy because my friend's mother-in-law, who is, I don't think she's in her 70s, but she looks like she's in her 70s. She was walking down the street and some random guy asked her if she wanted to go out for coffee. Only she told him yes. And my friend said, "Why? Why did you say yes?" And she goes, "Well, free coffee. Or free getting murdered by a serial killer. Whatever." So, if you guys haven't seen my video, Cleaning Caddy of Love, well, it's not scammer related, but I worked really hard on that one, and I made it as entertaining as possible. So this is a weird thing. So, I have close to 11,000 subscribers now, but my views have gone down, and it seems like when I had half that amount, I had more views than I get now, and I don't know what the deal is because people haven't tapped the bell, but it used to be that close to 10% of my views were from subscribers, and now less than 5% of my views are from subscribers. And I'm still having problems where people come on and say, hey, YouTube unsubscribed me and I didn't unsubscribe. And so people think that I just stopped making videos, or sometimes they'll come on one of my videos and say, oh, hey, I missed you. And I'm going, okay, I didn't go anywhere. I mean, I don't make them as often as I did before. So back when Sabrina was taking regular naps, that was a lot easier for me. But that's not the case anymore. And she's been potty training. And if you've ever potty trained a child, you know that that is very hard work. And she's really stubborn. Like, things have to be her idea. You have to use a lot of reverse psychology with her, but we're making baby steps. She is sleeping in her room sometimes. The way we first got her to do it was I made a comment that, actually, I think I had Carmen tell her, and they share a room, she said, you can't sleep in my room. And then she goes, yes, I can. Totally worked. She's very much like my oldest. Like, when he had a potty training regression, the way I got him to start using the potty again is when I told him it's my potty. And then he would get mad and try to race me to it, and he'd scream that it was his potty, and I'm like, fine. So, that actually worked long term, amazingly. So, yeah, she's a character. Do I only speak English? I took 4 years of German. Okay, Nate says, if you skip videos for too long, YouTube might unsub you, or that is what I think happened to me once. If you just decide not to watch it, or if you're watching the video and you go, no, never mind, I don't want to watch it. And I've been trying to figure out, okay, what is the optimum amount of time for a video? Because I have some people say, I wish you did really long videos like you used to, or other people want a shorter video. Like, my most popular video, let's see, the last I looked has 1,700,000 something views. That one is about 10 minutes long. And so I don't know if it was like the title or like the video length that helped it the most. I don't know. John says 3 potty trained, 1 to go. John says, too, I've been working 10-hour days for the last 2 months. Ugh. That's a lot of hours. Oh, thank you, Ellen. Sorry, I've been blabbing too much to see you're all saying. Yeah, Jane, if I'm in the area, so I don't live that close to Sylvia, so my friends are pretty spread out. But maybe next time I'm in the area. Well, I should probably give them a call first, instead of going all the way there and saying, hi, can I come visit Sylvia? And hopefully they have a piano where I could do some entertainment, or ooh, maybe I'll go Christmas Carol there. Let's play some songs and sing. Oh, thanks, Casey. Heather says, I just check my bells and such occasionally. Oh, John, it was Ashwin that got you hooked? I had someone say, oh man, you could have kept him going for 2 hours, and they don't realize that my first conversation with Ashwin actually turned into months of messing with him. And so I said, yeah, I did better than 2 hours. had multiple conversations with him. The bummer thing with Ajwin, though, was that was when my phone started to have problems, and whenever I put it on speakerphone, it was shorting out, and so I missed out on some more phone conversations with him because of that. And then with Ajwin, it got to the point where I had told him such crazy things that I wasn't sure if I could talk to him on the phone again without laughing hysterically. Sorry, disconnected again. Anyway, the last time Ajwin called, um, I gave the phone to Sabrina, and she was, I guess, still one, and she or two at the oldest. And so she was like babbling, and he goes, "Hello, princess, princess," and she's still talking, and he goes, "Baby, baby, can you give the phone to your mom?" And at that point, I was like, "Oh man, I can't talk to him because I am going to laugh so hard." Okay, Dr. Teddy says YouTube unsubs users when they do some system changes. It's a random crapshoot, so it has nothing to do with if you haven't watched a creator in a while or just viewed them. So yeah. Um, Nate says, "Do you ever think to reply to email scams, or is that a bad suggestion?" Yeah, I would do that. I think you probably have to be careful about like malware links and that sort of thing. Well, I had a friend who was responding to a Craigslist ad the other day, and she realized pretty quickly that it was a scam, and then she asked me if I wanted to deal with it, and so I played with them for a little bit, but it could only go so far. But yeah, I'll mess with any kind of scammer. Well, just recently, I I have like a backlog of videos I've been meaning to make, but there are these guys who teach people how to get rich quick on Amazon by being sellers on Amazon. And when I did a video about a similar company business, those people were sued by the FTC, and then this ad shows up in my video about them, and it's another company that does the same sort of thing, and they do things that are not legal. So I trolled like 3 or 4, yeah, I think 4 of their webinars just to see how it worked and everything. And I actually had some help from a friend too. So more on that later. I have so much to do, and life has been so overwhelming. But I think there's finally a light at the end of the tunnel, I hope. Um, Although things could still go pretty bad at this point. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting a story out about that. Oh, Teddy, I don't actually have a smartphone. So when I use my tablet, it's just my Wi-Fi at home. I got a crappy little flip phone when I took my girls to the Oregon coast back in, I think it was in June. Because I thought, well, if I break down or get a flat tire, I need to have some way of communicating. Okay. Oh, I missed somebody. So is it Imkin? Where are you from, Imkin? Would I ever sing again on video? Yeah, I was on that recently. I was trying to record a song, and well, at that point, was like practicing the piano part a lot, and was close to making something I was happy with, but my family kept coming in and out and asking me questions and stuff. So maybe I should. I have a key to the church, so I should probably just go there and during a time where there aren't many people there, and go in a room that has a piano. So I need my tablet stand for that, and so I had a screw loose. Isn't that funny? No, literally, I had a screw loose, and my husband recently put some, I think he called them lock nuts. So now it's all good, and now I can transport it in my car without having more problems. But um, yeah, one of the screws had fallen out, and the nut thing was. Um, and then my husband didn't know what it went to, and he threw it out. So he realized that later, and then he fixed it for me. He secured it for me. My hero. But yes, I would like to do more singing on videos. I just need to not be constantly interrupted. Oh, okay, Teddy, yeah. Okay. Um, now my according to my speed tests, my upload speed is pretty fast, so I'm thinking it's just a YouTube app problem because I'm not having problems with Roku or anything. Like we can watch Netflix on two different TVs in the house, and there aren't any problems with it. So, uh, what time is it now? 8:43. Hi Cheryl, how are you doing? You guys should check out Cheryl's channel. She's a really nice lady. I love her. What other channels do you guys watch? I've been loving Lad Baby, and they're really good about releasing videos on a schedule, and I'm super random. uh, like I can't really control like when the scammers call and stuff, and then if I do a really fun call, I have a hard time waiting. Like if I were to say, "Oh, I release videos on Thursdays," then I have to wait, days or something to show you the funny call I had with someone. So maybe I just need to exercise more restraint or something, but I don't know. But like when funny things happen, I just have to share it. Like when I went to Walmart the other day and they had that display of movie covers that had Deadpool all over them. My first thought was, why is Spider-Man on the front of City Slickers? So that's how acquainted I am with Deadpool. And then I realized, oh, it's that Deadpool guy. And I don't know anything about that show really, but it made me laugh seeing him in all these different scenarios. So I just had to share it because I have to cling to funny things right now, and I like to make other people laugh. Teddy says, I've been fixated watching Better Call Saul on AMC. Cheryl says, I have no restraint. I'll release 5 videos in a day, then nothing for a week. And then I've been reading about when is the best time of day to release a video. They say like if you upload at 3 p.m., then the algorithm will cause it to be in people's like recommended videos like around 7 or something like that. But who knows if that's true or not. I don't know. There's lots of YouTube advice out there that's a load of poo. Like, okay, people think that, oh, hi, my Mr. Pricky, how are you doing? So like Lad Baby, they do their videos, looks like with just a cell phone, and it's vertical and it's not horizontal. And there's this myth that if you want to have a really successful YouTube channel, it needs to look super professional and everything, but that wasn't the original purpose of YouTube. So either people like your videos or they don't, and they like you or they don't. If you're boring and you don't make people laugh, doesn't have to be laughter. I mean, occasional, but if you don't have much to offer, people aren't going to watch your videos, no matter how professional they look. So I think Lad Baby is a really good example of that. And I don't think, they don't seem to really do like custom thumbnails either. So YouTube has like their Creator Academy thing, and they have these quote classes that you can go through where you just watch a series of videos on how to be successful. You have to have custom thumbnails. But my most popular video does not have a custom thumbnail, and I wouldn't go back and change it because I'm afraid it would do something to screw up the algorithm, or it would say that it's suddenly demonetized. Because I did see a video where this person was demonstrating how when they changed the thumbnail, it was demonetized, and they changed it back, and it was not demonetized. Back and forth. So there's too many glitchy things. For some of my videos that didn't get very many views, I could go back and change those thumbnails just to make it look, I don't know, more uniform. So most of the time I do custom thumbnails now to try to make things more visible. But hi, Caller Radio, how are you doing? Yeah, Susie, it does show me in fancy makeup, but sorry, I'm not in a fancy makeup. So what happens when you live stream? It takes a photo of you, and it takes a really bad quality photo, like bad. And so your other option is to upload a photo. And out of my choices, that was, you know, one of my favorites. And I did a video recently where let's see. Oh, it was called Making My to Be Seen with Me in Public. So that makeup was kind of a prank on my friend Greg. Mr. Pricky, what's going on with you? Cheryl, I have to agree. It's all about the creator. And some of the really, really successful channels, you know, I don't want to knock anybody, but I don't know what people see in a lot of the really successful channels. I watch it and go, this person's not funny. It feels like this time I was hanging out with my roommates, and they saw this guy at the store, and they're like, oh my gosh, he is such a hottie. And they ended up following him and his friends all over town. It was really late at night, and they had the giggles. And so finally they stopped to talk to us, and we ended up hanging out at their house, and I was just playing solitaire on the computer while I listened to my roommates laugh their head off at this guy, and he would like laugh at all of his own jokes constantly. And I'm like, it's so late, they don't even know he's not funny. And I told them when we got home, he's not funny, you guys. Like, yeah, he is. I go, well, maybe at 3 a.m, but no, he wasn't funny. And then the next time my roommate got together with the guy and actually went on a date with him, she came home and she goes, oh my gosh, he's not funny. I go, uh-huh, yeah, that's what I told you. So, yeah. And he was all excited to go out with her and everything, and she had to try to let him down easy. So it was very confusing, because first these girls are chasing him all over town, literally. And then suddenly, ew, I'm not interested in you. Oh, I'm sorry, Lisa. Yeah, the buffering is really disappointing. So I'll have to read about if there's any possible way to improve it. Such a bummer. Oh, Mr. Pricky, you're so, like, what's the word? Oh, now I'm getting tired. Dedicated. It's awesome that you're up early and exercising. You are structured. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Hi, Courtney. How are you doing? Courtney, you might hate me for asking this, Are you still with child? I know people probably ask you that all the time. I haven't caught up. I know it gets really old when you're pregnant and people keep going, "How far along are you?" I've been through that 5 times. Reload my browser. This is on my tablet, so it's not like a webcam that I'm doing this with. Okay, Nate. Oh, Courtney, I'm sorry. I feel for you. Do you live in a warm climate? Because that just makes it a lot worse. It's cooled off here, so any pregnant women in this area are feeling probably somewhat relieved right now, unless they're, full term. So a friend of mine, she had another baby recently, and her boys were quite small, like 6 pounds or less. And she was using a midwife for the first time and going to have a home birth. And she went like longer with this baby, and they were telling her, oh, okay, well, she's good. She feels about 6 pounds. And once she was born, no, like her baby was 10 pounds. So they were wrong. And then for me with Sabrina, they thought she was going to be big because every time I got in like a reclining position, it caused me to have contractions for some reason. So whenever they measured me, I was having a contraction, which made my belly like bigger. But I could tell she wasn't any bigger than my other kids, and I had an ultrasound 2 weeks before that, and I had different midwives I was seeing in the practice, and one of them said, "We need ultrasound," and I said, "No, I just had one 2 weeks ago. The doctors are not concerned at all. She's not measuring big. Stop freaking out." And so she was 7 pounds 4 ounces, and that midwife said, "What position were you in? You're just a little peanut." Courtney, I am praying for you that you will get to meet your baby soon. Oh, you have to keep going to labor and delivery? I'm sorry. That is the worst. Oh, thanks, Kelly. Okay, well, considering all the buffering again, and the fact that my kids have school tomorrow and stuff, I should probably go do something responsible now and clean up my kitchen. Um, yeah, we've had concrete floor in the kitchen for at least a couple years now, ever since our dishwasher flooded. So our homeowner's insurance doesn't cover appliance leaks. And we've been wanting to remodel the kitchen, and so we don't want to spend a bunch of money on flooring and then go, haha, well, we're going to remodel and then we're going to have to rip up the flooring again, redo things. And we don't have money to remodel right now. So we're stuck with concrete floor. It looks really gross, and it's just not very fulfilling to mop it, and you can't really tell that you did anything. But I got this Shark steam mop, and I steam cleaned the floor for like an hour straight. And my friend came over and said, "Oh, I've never seen your floor so clean." And I was like, "Oh, there's a difference," because you really can't tell while you're doing it. But yeah, that's really annoying. But I'm determined to keep it clean. Things have just been so stressful on the cancer front. Not me. Like, I guess probably not everybody knows what's going on. But my dad has cancer, and he just went through a stem cell transplant, and that gives you a chance to have a new life, but it's also really nightmarish. It's like brings you to the brink of death first. So you know how it goes when life is overwhelming, like things just go on the back burner like crazy. And at the same time, I'm still teaching piano and trying to support my family. I recently took on new students, and but I'm still doing my choir. That is like the one thing for me that I can count on every week that I know will make me feel better for at least a while. And the stress has aggravated my health problems. So it's sometimes just really hard for me to even move. Um, that's improving a little bit. So anyway, I'm trying to be more structured, and people say take care of yourself, but it's hard to do when crazy things are happening with your body and your family is suffering. So things are, I mean, it's still really horrible and nasty right now, but it's looking better. We have more hope than we have had during the past year and a half. So I'm really grateful to have hope, because I have a friend who is losing her husband, and it's inevitable. So I just have to count my blessings there. Sorry about that. It's really heartbreaking to be watching my friend lose her husband. And you just never know what life is going to bring. So I'm just trying to focus on making lots of good memories with my own family. And I hope you all are doing well. And you have a good night too, Courtney. Kelly, Putin's a turd. Yeah, he is a turd. Oh, thank you for the prayers, Kelly. Um, a really frustrating thing for me right now is like colds are very dangerous for my dad. And this past week, all of my kids had colds. And it's hard to know what the incubation period is for those. And then I went and picked up some kids for a carpool yesterday. And after we started driving, we were far away from the house. She told me that she was sick and they were late because they were looking for medicine, and she was like sniffing and coughing all the way there, and it's like an hour drive, and I feel doomed to get sick right now. And I told my aunts I would help take care of my dad on the weekends, and I really want to be dependable, and I want to be there for him, and I want to spend time with him because I haven't seen him for over 3 weeks. But I think they're able to leave the apartment a bit, so that's good. I thought they were going to be stuck in there the whole time. Anyway, man, I'm just amazed by cancer survivors and everything that they go through so they can still be here for their families, I don't know if I would have the courage to go through what my dad's going through. Okay. Thanks, Casey. I've been putting some like citrusy essential oils in my water, and I think that probably has vitamin C in it. I've been drinking that a lot. But yeah, I'll take some emergency too. Plus, I just don't want to be sick for my own well-being. You guys are so awesome. I'm so grateful for how supportive you all are. And I'm really excited to share my latest conversations with romance scammers. It is so funny, and I I can just chat with them a little bit at a time. So if I'm having a crazy hectic day, as long as I have a place with Wi-Fi, I can write a comment or two to these guys, and it doesn't involve being on the phone for like half an hour straight or so. Um, it cracks me up. It's so funny because they're on Instagram and my profile's public. It's so funny to me when they start private messaging me and go, "Can you send me a picture?" Dude, we're on Instagram. What's wrong with them? Anyway, thank you again. I'm gonna get some cleaning done. And I will try to do a singing video this week. I don't know what I'm going to sing, but I have all sorts of good intentions right now, and life is very unpredictable. Kelly says, "Tell them no, that violates Instagram rules." Yeah, you can't be sending people photos on Instagram. Are you guys following me on Instagram? Sometimes that can kind of give you some little clues as to what I'm up to. I didn't really want to be on One More Thing, but a friend said, "Well, I think it would help your YouTube stuff if you got on Instagram." And the moment I signed up, I had scammers messaging me, and I didn't think about that aspect. I was like, "Oh, well, yes, this does help me, but not in the way that I thought it was going to." But sometimes I have something I want to say, and then I have to take a photo for it. I don't feel like taking a photo, or the lighting's not good for anything. Anyway, so thank you, Mr. Fricky. Yeah, I've got my I don't have my name on there. And as soon as I'm done with them, I block them. They're turds. Oh, I was thinking of starting another account called Lonely Grandma or something. Just to see how many I can snag that way. Most of them, they will ask to video chat after a while, which is funny because they use profile pictures of military men. So like, you want a video chat, but then I'm gonna see that you're from Ghana or something. So I don't know why they think that's gonna work out. But of course, I always say no to the video chat. I always have some excuse for that. Lonely Grandma would make a good name for a band. You're right, Kelly, it would. So, yeah, I have all sorts of fun ideas that I would like to do. And, oh, I had some friends who sent me some photoshopped pictures of me with my unibrow. Those are a lot of fun, and I showed one of those to a scammer. Opening for Coldplay, Lonely Grandma. That does have a nice ring to it. Okay, well, good night. Oh my gosh, it's been almost an hour. I didn't think it'd be that long. But, yes, according to this test, the disconnection problem is bad no matter where I am. Good to know. Maybe I'll do another one where I'm right next to my router, but I still think it wouldn't help. Okay, good night or good morning, other people. Thanks for watching.